Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. I just dropped my daughter off down the road here. She's doing some CPA training. So I figured while she's in there counting beans, I'm gonna walk around this cemetery I found, and I think we'll visit some interesting graves. So away we go. Hey, we got some history here. Chateau. Auguste Chateau is a founder of St. Louis. Pretty cool. Nice. Got some other family members. Just came from the founder of St. Louis, and I think this is the first governor of Missouri. Yes, Governor Alexander McNair and his wife Marguerite. And then they placed this memorial here. Yes, first governor. First governor when Missouri became a statehood. Okay. Governor McNair. Here at the American flag, we have conservative radio host, talk show host, Rush Limbaugh, American patriot. Looks like he gets plenty of visitors. Coins are left. Radio's greatest of all time. Medal of Freedom recipient. Our country is a miracle. May we always hold true to the fundamental values of our founding, and may our best days be ahead. I certainly hope so. The wind is picking up here in St. Louis. Our next stop is an individual by the name of Virginia Minor. The headstone's hard to read, but that's Minor. She marries a St. Louis attorney, a lawyer. She brings attention to the suffrage movement. She goes in to register to vote. She's denied based on her gender. Can't vote. So she brings a lawsuit based on the 14th Amendment. I've learned all the amendments. We all know the first, second, maybe the fourth. But the 14th Amendment states that no state shall take privileges away from American citizens. Her lawsuit goes to the Supreme Court. She loses by an all-male. All the judges are male. but she brings attention to the suffrage movement. They said it was a privilege to vote, but today it's a right to vote. Thanks in part to Virginia Minor. She brings positive attention to America. We need to stop by and pay our respects. Virginia Minor. Next up would be the great-great-grandfather of George Walker Bush. This is his namesake, Sidney Walker. He owned a successful dry goods store here in St. Louis. This area, this circled area, these are Civil War soldiers with this center monument. Very nice circle. Civil War, Section 2. We're at the grave of Edward Bates. He was the first Attorney General right here in Missouri. He was also President Lincoln's Attorney General. Served his country on Lincoln's presidential cabinet. I believe this is the most visited grave in St. Louis. William Clark of Lewis and Clark. William Clark and Meriwether Lewis were the explorers. In fact, William Clark named his son after Lewis. And all these folks buried here are family members. Lewis and Clark. Well, I just discovered another American patriot. Her name is Eleanor Holm. Married name's Whalen. She represents America in the Olympics, the 1928-1932 Olympics, by winning a gold medal in swimming. Her specialty was the 100-meter backstroke. After winning the gold medal, she went on with other actors and travels by train the country, promoting the movie musical 42nd Street. She also appears in 4 films as herself. She stars in the 1938 film Tarzan's Revenge. Looks like she died in 2004. She dies of a kidney disease. Left St. Louis, crossed the Great Mississippi, Ole Miss, which is quite a sight in itself. We're in Alton, Illinois, looking for the Alton giant, Robert Wadlow. When he was 8 years old, he was already 6 foot tall. Looks like he died about age 22, 21 or 22. He was 8'4". Some say a little taller than that, but at least 8'4". He was working for Brown Group, which is a shoe company. By the way, I worked for that company in the early 80s. And I still remember going to year-end meetings in St. Louis, and they would have his shoes on display, which they would custom make for him and give them to him free. He wore size 37. So he represents a Brown shoe, Brown Group, and he's traveling America, 41 different states. He makes 800 stops at different cities. He's traveling with his father. When he develops blisters on his feet because he couldn't feel, there's no sensation in his feet. So he develops blisters, which turns into infections, and the infection traveled throughout his body and took his life. They just couldn't save him, sadly. Sandy Allen is the world's largest female at the time, and she's buried just outside of Indianapolis, and maybe one day we can make our way and visit with her.